Hello, everybody. Welcome to Mundo Madness Monday. How you folks doing? I'm your host, Mundo. Hey, I hope you all have had a great Monday. So tonight we're gonna talk a little bit about AJ. We're gonna talk a little bit about Sabers. We're gonna talk a little bit about everything. So tonight's gonna be have some fun, people. Um, it's gonna be a good. I've had a pretty good Monday. So how about you guys? Have you all had a great Monday? I hope you all have. So tonight let's get into some stuff, and we're going to start out with a little bit of Sabers first. Hey, Cincy, how you doing, buddy, man? Welcome. So we're gonna start off, like I said, we're gonna start off with a little bit of saber talk and a little bit about AJ tonight, Albatross Junction. So what I want to do is I want to go over some of the cards from the first two issues. Again, the comic cards here. So I got them in a hard plastic, right? So I'm gonna read off some of these here. Well, actually, I'm gonna read off quite a few of them. We're gonna go over these tonight, and I hope everybody's got their cards, their full 10 set. And we're just going to have like a small little update that, um, Anthony and Kevin said that, issue 3 should be coming out really, really soon. They're in the process of getting printed and so forth. So woohoo! And of course, we're gonna do probably a little like a unboxing of sorts when issue 3 comes out, right? Um so tonight, let's start off with a little bit of Sabers. Like I said, we're gonna go ahead and start off with a little bit of Saber stuff. So what I did, I am reworking on my memory saber, and so what I ended up doing was I wanted to go ahead and take off, instead of having to fix it sometimes where I've had to cut the powers, the power lines right here. I want to go ahead and hook up this JST connectors. So right now, this is the one for the speaker, but I'm waiting on a 22 JST to come in so that I can hook it up to the power. Um, Mainly because the way I wanted to do that was because, for one, I'm ordered a better speaker for my Saber. It's loud, but there's some of the fonts on there. Titan, what's up, buddy? What's up? Thanks for stopping by, dude. Glad to see you guys here, man. So, yeah. So I ordered some speakers, and I'm waiting for them to come in, and I'm gonna redo the speaker for my memory saber and see if it's gonna make it a little bit louder. You know. I also ordered, the battery cover from Smuggler, so I went and put it on my battery. So so man, I'm like totally excited for that. I'm still working on the F-16, so I'm kind of working on three sabers again right now. Instead of only working on one, I'm working on three at a time. So I'm working on my memory saver. I'm working on the F-16, and then I'm also gonna be working really soon on my dad's memory saver pretty soon. And for those of you who don't know, that Rich and Jill made the chassis there. So Rich, man, thank you so much. Appreciate that, dude. That that chassis in there is just phenomenal, and I can't wait to really start working on it and getting things set in there, set in motion for it. So I'm super excited to start working on that one too, and get it wired up and get it working. I recently downloaded from Jedi FX on saberfont.com, Master of the Gray. And so Master of the Gray is going to go on both my memory sabers, right? Because the sound font on it sounds pretty damn good. And I really have been impressed with some of the sound fonts from Jedi FX. And of course, I mean, there's a lot more that I need to go and look at and um, research. So like BK Sabers, he's got some pretty good sound fonts. And of course, Jesse's got some great ones too. And uh, so there's a lot of font makers that I need to go and get some stuff from, but a little bit at a time. Life's good, Titan. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome, man. Uh, Good to hear it, man. Because there's a lot of crap in the world, man. So it's always good to hear, and I try to reiterate that in my show as well, because when we come and hang out here, I want everything to be happy. I want people to be happy. I want people to come on my show. I want people to feel good. Yeah, that's the whole point of my show is and but I have to say thank you to Anthony and Kevin and because without these guys, there would be no Mundo Monday, right? So they're the ones that kicked off Mundo Monday, and and Anthony Space Windu, I can't thank him enough because again, like I said, without him, there'd be no Mundo Mondays, and you know we're here to have a good time, and that's the whole point of this whole show. And Rudy, what's up, brother? Thank you for stopping by, dude. Yeah. See, I mean, you guys put a smile on my face, and this is what my show is about as well, is because the camaraderie, the brotherhood, you know, and even ladies that come in and talk and say, "Hey, what's up?" It's all good, man. We're all brothers and sisters here. So we're here to have a good time, talk sabers, talk Albatross Junction, comic books, whatever have you will, man. What Tell me what makes you guys happy in sound fonts that make you happy, sabers that make you happy, comic books that make you happy. Hey, come on, bring it down. Let's go. Let's get into a big discussion about it. Yeah, and so tell me everything, because that's what we're here for. I mean, input from you guys makes the world go round, right? R2, and R2 gets excited. R2's like, hey, look at that, look at that. Oh man, R2 got so excited he pulled everything down, man. Woo. Hey, take it easy there, champ. Yep, R2 is just going nuts, dude. R2 is going nuts. Anyone think writer's strike is going to affect Star Wars TV and movies? Yeah, I think it is a little bit. I think it is a little bit. But I mean, not to the point, because we're gonna get a few movies out probably before they really start, you know, having that strike in full force type things. We're gonna get a few shows maybe or something in between while all this is happening. So who knows? Marina, what's up? Glad to thank you stopping by. Thank you, thank you. Glad the show's back this week. Yeah, me too, right? Me too. Cindy, I'm working on a 2.0. Oh, Scrap Flex. Dude, that makes me pretty happy. Good, dude. I have been seeing some pretty rad scrap flexes lately, and OMG, dude. OMG. And Jeremy, from Smugglers has been killing it too um with the scrap flex, and Benji's like, oh my gosh, Benji throws out some pretty sick uh s- you know scrap flexes as well. It's like, wow. I mean, I think these two are so competitive, and they are just feeding off each other, so rad, so cool. Rudy, good drink. Drinking a beer and working on my trigger. How's it going, Cincy? Yeah. You still ain't got that thing going, Rudy? God dang it, man. No, I'm just kidding, dude. Just joking, man. Oh, just where Rudy has a big ass trigger pit, man. So he's got a cool ass pit. Uh, the little fire part went out, so he ordered a new one. So he's got to get it all set up, set in there, and get it all ready, man. So yeah, it's cool when he gets done. Felicia, how you doing, Mama? Okay, I think it'll be a slow down the production, but someone will probably step up and want to be associated with running for Star Wars, strike or not in Star Wars. Yeah, I agree. Rudy says I replaced the igniter, the lid, and now I'm replacing the motherboard. Oh wow. JJ! What up, JJ? JJ's in the house. Good to see you guys, man. Thank you for stopping by, dude. All right, so yeah, man, it's been like so fun. Like right now, like I was saying that on the memory saver, and then on this part, like I said, the JSTs right here. I think I might have a 20, so I'm not sure if I want to use the 20 or go to the 22 because I got, like I said, I got a 22 coming, but I think I might be able to just go ahead and get away with the 20 and use the 20 and for the power. So I believe it's pretty cool, but I'm just conflicted on using it or not using it. I know the 20's pretty much rated for the power needs of the battery. So, and for those of you who don't know, if what I'm using in my memory saver, it's a 26650. So, big ass battery, man. So that yeah, that whole battery fits all right up. It fits all right up in here, right? As a matter of fact, and let me show you guys because I got since I have it apart right now, it ain't that big of a deal to show everybody. Show everybody. So I'll have to pop it out of here and slide the whole thing out. So right here, I've got the sound, the speaker holder right here, right? And of course I got the speaker right there. And then this part right here, was 3D printed. It's got you can't really see it because the speaker holder is really kind of hiding everything, but right along here is um is 3D printed from oh, let's see. I had it specially 3D printed so that it would hold the battery, right? And then of course it runs everything all the way down and so forth. But yeah, like I said, man, so with the speaker and the battery, it's a big ass battery, so should last me a while, but with everything that I've got on there, uh, I have to charge it after about an hour or so from using it continuously. Too much, because I think I put too much on the blade sometimes, with all the different blade styles and different colors and just not if I put it on a solid color and leave it on the solid color without any blade styles or so forth, then yeah, of course it's gonna last a lot longer, right? But when you're playing around with stuff, you eat up that battery pretty quickly. So tonight, guys, is just cherry Coke Zero. Mundo ain't drinking tonight. As a matter of fact, I actually got to stop drinking for for at least a couple of weeks or so, and I've got a heart test coming up June 2nd, so I need to make sure that everything's good. So I'll have to kind of back off on the alcohol a little bit. All right. So we got a little bit of the Sabers there. We got a little bit of everything here, and later on, we're gonna right now we're gonna shift to AJ here in just a minute, but just to kind of show you guys, I am running a CFX right here. So right now I'm still kind of getting some new wire put back in there. And what ended up happening and the reason why I'm doing this and adding the new speaker to it, um, I didn't think about the new speaker until after my whatever happened. I'm not sure, what was kind of shorting out, and so because the blades weren't working, uh, even though I had sound, the buttons were working good, the swings were working good, everything was working good, and but just no blade. Go figure, right? So I went ahead and I was replacing the pins. So I'm gonna go ahead and replace the pins with this kind of setup right here. Does anyone make Star Wars whiskey? Oh, I wish they would, because I'd buy that shit in a heartbeat, dude. Titan, I would buy that shit in a heartbeat. But there is a decanter set, a Stormtrooper decanter set, because my wife bought me one. And next week, I will set that puppy up somewhere around here. I need to take it out of the closet and set it up because you know, like I said, I'm still working on this thing here, and I do want to make sure that I get that decanter set and fill it up and use it while we're doing the show. Of course, that's going to be after, after my doctor's appointment and stuff like that later on. But yeah, I will set it to where people can see the decanter set, and it will be in the show. um, but Titan, I had sent Cincy and Space and some stuff. I think I'm not sure if it was on TikTok or if it was on Instagram, but there is a some a person named Sin City Drinks or something like that, from I guess Vegas or something, and they were doing Star Wars drinks. Like they were doing the Vader, they were doing the Mandalorian, they were doing what else did they had? They had the Sith, the Jedi, and these are all different shots and different kinds of drinks, right? So I was like, and I was like, dude, that is fucking badass. I am got to try some of those drinks, and I even sent one of those to Felicia. I believe I sent you one of those drinks that looks pretty amazing. Huge drink too. The Grogu with the frog eggs. Yeah, there you go. And man, it looked good, right? It looked pretty good. So, man, what we need to do is kind of coordinate with everybody and see what we're gonna have. We're gonna have a drink with we're all gonna make the same drink and we'll all drink it together. I'll get you guys on live, and we'll end up taking a shot together. That should be a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Yeah. But okay, so let's get into Albatross Junction, and I hope everybody's about as excited as I am to get their next issue. Issue 3 coming up really, really soon. And so right now, we're gonna talk about the comic cards here that Anthony and Kevin made out for the comic books, right? And we're gonna start out here. I've got 10 comic cards, and I don't know if everybody got the full deck, the 10, or they got maybe just like 3 or 4 or 4 or 5, maybe 6. Everybody's different. Everybody gets different amount of cards, right? And so this one here is about the Manfredos. So it says, Albatross Junction, Delilah Manfredo was the first of her name to command the mighty Manfredo group, who rode cybernetically enhanced animals, utilized rare weapons immune to Hemobite law. And then it also says that in the Manfredos, it is said that there's a group of Manfredos in every corner of the world. Homeless and destitute girls often find their way into the protection of the Manfredos as means of survival in the toughest circumstances. Well, I mean, come on, you riding a? I mean, this chick is riding a tiger, dude. I mean, right? This chick is riding a tiger with a gun. Jeez. I mean, who wouldn't be afraid of that? I mean, come on, right? Look like Shira and Battle Cat ended up on a frozen planet, right? Well, come on, Albatross Junction is frozen, right? So come on, yeah. Okay, guys. So next card. In this card here, this shows the this is the planet of Casso. In Casso, it says, so let me go ahead and show it to you again real quick. Uh, geez, there we go. That's a little bit better. Can everybody see that, right? Okay. I don't want to get, yeah, I know it's a little glary because these hard back um card holders are great, man. You can go find them at your local card shop and comic book shop. They're about I think 12.99 or something like that for 24. So I mean, great buy, great buy. Um, so it says when the human starship, the Circadian, came into orbit over the planet Casso, the humans thought that they had found their goal and Hinga, but in fact had unknowingly stumbled upon a planet in perpetual war. So these guys, so a planet that is constantly in war, and it almost sounds pretty much what our planet is going through, a constant wars. I mean, it may not be here right now, but I mean, war is everywhere in the world, and I mean, it sucks, dude, because I mean, you got so many unhappy people, and we need to all, we just need to pray for these poor people that get caught in the middle of it and, don't even want to have nothing to do with it, and they're just stuck in the middle, and yeah, but it is what it is, and so, um, hopefully one day there'll be peace around where there'll be like no war and you just settle your fights, with the fish instead of bullets. But unfortunately, it's just not the way it is. Yeah, yeah. All right, next card. So we are going to talk about Anhinga next. So, let me see. I'm sorry, guys. I apologize about the shine. So there we go. There's a little bit good shot right there. So this is in Hinga. It says the faraway world in Hinga was the original intended destination of the Circadian starship, carrying humans across the stars to find genetic technological answers to their problems. Basically, they're trying to save the human race, right? And these guys, these group of people, decide that genetic material is going to try to help solve that problem of the human race dying out. And they need all of this. So they're working on trying to save the humans, but they missed they got to this world of war and they got hit and now they are getting stranded. So let's move to the next one. But yeah, that war and that stuff. Hey, come on. You know, you got it. I can't tell you everything because in case you haven't read your issues, come on. I can't, no spoilers, no spoilers because yeah, the comic book's pretty badass. And these are not spoilers. These are just basically telling you the characters and what's not kind of going on, but at the same time what they're all about. So you get a small gist of what the comic book is about, okay? So here we got Jonathan Dobbs, right? Jonathan Dobbs. And it says for the character in Albatross Junction, everyone needs a friend like John Dobbs, but not everyone is lucky enough to ever have one like him. I love how they put that. Dude, sidetrack. I saw a TikTok where Elon was saying either we will inhabit another planet first or World War III will happen. We could destroy everything, including advancing to another planet. Felicia, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, we are our worst enemy. I mean, no, 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 no worries, no worries. I know you watch a lot of TikTok, but you watch a lot of us too. So we're a lot better than Tik. I know TikTok's probably a lot better, but TikTok, hey, can't compete too bad with them. Yeah. I'm not to that point yet, but I'm trying to get there and I will get there. So if I can put a smile on you guys' faces, then I've done my job right. Okay? I mean, that's what this is all about. Putting faces smiles on y'all's faces. So hey, I know I can get a little boring, I know, but with boringness, I mean, that's why I have R2. R2 puts me straight sometimes. Ah, see, I tell you, he yells at me too. I know. I mean, you guys don't yell at me, but R2 yells at me if I get a little too bad, right? Okay, so back to John Dobbs here, and Donovan Cordova owes his life to John Dobbs, and the two men have been through hell by each other's side. Okay, so these are like two guys, like amigos, like left and right, right? I mean, they've gone through thick and thin, hell and back together. So, John Dobbs has been a loyal agent of Quantum Heights all his life, but he has a caring for all of humanity. Hey, see, I like this guy already, right? And John is second in command in the military structure of the city of Quantum Heights. Okay, so we know that John Dobbs is from Quantum Heights, which is a city in Albatross Junction, right? So for those of you, like I said, who haven't read the comic book, you're getting a small insight on some of the characters and um, some of the places. So you're getting a small amount of history and a small amount of information on the comic book if you haven't ordered your comic book yet, right? So let's go ahead and um, this is John. Wait, hold on. My bad. This is Donovan Cordova. And let me see. There we go. Donovan Cordova. Here we go. From Albatross Junction. And so let's see what the card says on the back here. And you gotta love what the back, the way the backs look like this. So, sorry guys. Like I said, I'm trying to. So you can see what the back of the cards look like. I'm showing you all the front, but I'm showing you the back of this one so you can see what I'm reading and how it looks in the back, right? So let's go ahead and we're going to go. In Albatross Junction, there are two sides. The side Donovan Cordova is on, and the losing side Donovan fights for Quantum Heights and the good of all people. Coming from a world of nanobite infested human beings on a collision course for extinction, Donovan takes the life of every person on the planet into his own hands, which is pretty cool. I mean, this guy is like, hey, let's kick some ass and save everybody and keep people from dying, right? Hey, I am all for it, dude. All for it. So we are down one, two, three, four. We are five cards down, right? Five cards down. All right. So next card, we are going to go for the hemobites. These are the nanotech hemobites, right? So let's see here. Long before the story begins, the largest corporation in the world, Pig Fate Mechanical, came out with the latest in microblood technology called hemobites, and this technology is pervasive, infesting all life on Earth with tiny nanotechnology robots living inside everybody and imposing certain rules and laws. Kind of sounds like what's going on with us right now, right? Yeah, we got the law kind of imposing their shit on us, and like, you can do certain things, but yeah, it's like do as we say, don't do as we do. Meh, or you get happy, right? I also watch happy stuff, puppies and Star Wars. I'm, I bet you that your happy stuff is with the uh well, more or less puppies, right? Well, yeah, of course puppies are happy. I mean, who doesn't love puppies, right? Who doesn't love puppies, Felicia? Come on. Yeah. You probably need an Ewok in your life. Get a real life Ewok, right? So you can have one. Ewoks probably be just as good as puppies. Okay, back to the emo bites. I'm just being demented a little bit. Okay, come on, people. Come on. Really, get real. Okay, so where was I? Living in everybody and imposing rules and laws. Okay, the hemobites, the thought of voluntary accepting nanotechnology into the bloodstream repulsed most people. So pigfake mechanically enticed the masses with health upgrades and free technological enhancements that came with hosting hemobytes over the years. And these bonuses attracted more people until the hemobyte tech passed down genetically through the generations. Cruella de Vil. Oh my god. I forgot my shawl, okay, Felicia? And I forgot my hat and my shawl. Come on now. Uh, I should have brought it. I know, I know. Now I'm showing my true colors, right? I'm showing my true colors, Felicia. But who wouldn't want to? Come on, who wouldn't want to play with an Ewok? I mean, if you got a little Ewok by your side that can kick ass, come on. Who wouldn't want it, right? I know I would be happy to have him on my side, especially with me being out in the woods. Hey, I wouldn't have. I could live happy in the woods with all these guys. I would. I could. I'm a ranch person, so hey, what can I say? All right, so who we got here? Oh, Luma Blaze. Okay, so right here, let's get into this right here. See the fire right there? So this is what's called the Illuma Blaze type stuff. That's within I guess everybody's hemobyte abilities and stuff like that, or it could be. But let's see what it says about the Luma Blaze inductors, inspired by material light holographic manifestations developed for entertainment purposes. Luma Blaze inductors became a popular way for safe, personalized heat. Imagine fire that can engulf you, but it would not burn. A Luma Blaze inductors assumed the moisture from the air and turned it into unstable heat that is visually presented by material light holograms that look like real flames. And these projectors are small enough to be carried in a pocket. Well, I that would be kind of cool though to have something like that in your pocket and put it on your hand, and then make your hand just kind of light like full of fire like that. That'd be kind of kick ass, don't you think? Yeah, I would. I think that'd be kind of kick ass. Shit, that would be kind of cool. All right, so back. Let's go. We are talking about McKinsey now. This is McKinsey. So let's see what it says here for McKinsey. McKinsey might be Pikeberg's last hope with its people. Destitute, many believe that these are the last days of the once great Star City. Mackenzie will do everything he can in the last-ditch space mission to give his people one more chance. Now, Mackenzie, formerly second in command at Pikesburg, Mackenzie was forced to step up and lead his city when his general, Exert, was killed in the war. Losing Pikeburg to ice and famine is not an option for Mackenzie. Okay, so this dude pretty much is the sheriff of Pikesburg, right? Right. So he's going to take care of that town right there. So you got John Dobbs and you got John Dobbs and his buddy and taking care of that city, and then you got Mackenzie here taking care of Pittsburgh. And Lord, man, we're getting into these pretty good, ain't we? Going pretty fast already. So we're about one, two, three, four. Ooh, I think we got about 4 or 5 cards just left there to talk about on for AJ. So let's see, let's get into it. Um, let's see, what is this one? Let's see. Oh, this is okay. So this is Pikesburg here. Jeez. Hmm. Let's see here. Uh, I am so sorry about the shine, guys. Eh, okay. Well, hmm, it's a little dark. You know, Pikesburg is usually a little bit darker than everything else because it's a little further away from the satellites that are in there, right? So let's see. Many factions fight to survive in the sunless system. Sunless, right? Sunless. There you go. Pittsburgh was once allies with the great city of Quantum Heights, but that was a long time ago. Pikesburg, formerly Star City, is in dire straits. They have just lost their war of the sun and have no major source of light or heat. And in this time of great struggle, Mackenzie and Hildebrandts rise up and save their city. So Hildebrandts. So we still have Hildebrandts to go in the cards, but right now, so we just finished talking about Pikeburg. So there is another city down that we have discussed. And so I mean, how many of you guys are up to date? I know Felicia, I know you are, and I don't know, Cindy and Titan, are you guys uh up to date with the comic book right now? Have y'all read your issues? And I'm like super stoked. I can't wait for the third issue to come in and see what the hell happens, man. And Anthony and Kevin say that, you know, they feel that issue three is going to be even better than issue one and two, and they can't wait to get it out to us. So I'm like I'm super stoked. I'm like I can't hide my excitement because I'm like get it over here already, damn it! No, but they're working. You know, don't get me wrong, guys. Don't get me wrong. Anthony and Kevin are working very hard on these. No, sir, I just bought all three with this one. Oh, Cindy, dude. Okay, cool, man. That's fine. So you're getting just you know, without spoiling everything for you, Cindy. That's why I'm reading these right here because you'll kind of get the idea. Now you're just getting a little bit of information on some of the cities and some of the characters. So I'm really not spoiling anything with you know with the comic book for you. So yeah, that's one of the things that I kind of I want to make sure that I don't do is to spoil things for people within the comic book who haven't ordered it, and they are going to order it. Uh, let's see, ready for the Dybbuk to make his appearance again. Yeah, Felicia, right? So, and since he said the Dybbuk is, and we're gonna, as a matter of fact, after this card right here, we're going to show you what the Dybbuk looks like here in a minute, Cindy. So you'll see some of the characters, and you're going to get just a small idea of what's kind of going on, but not what's going on. So uh, believe me, what I talk about, it's not going to spoil anything for you, dude. Because I'm probably like a lot of people too. I don't like people to spoil things for me about movies or books or what have you. Not, you know, I want to read them and see them for myself, and then make my own decisions on on whether they're pretty good or not. You know. So sometimes if I hear things and I see spoilers or what have you not, I kind of tend to lose interest in them and I'll watch them like way later down the road. And it's like, hey, wait a minute, this was pretty good. And because somebody, you know, several people had said they didn't like it or whatever. And I lose interest in watching it right away. So, but that's just me. So, uh, okay, so let's get into it right here. So let's get into the next card. And the fight, Albatross Junction, a frozen world, okay? A frozen world. You see this guy looking like an Eskimo, and I look like him at times. Oh, Cindy, you don't mind spoilers. Personally, they don't bother me so much. Oh, okay, man, but you know, um, yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool, man. I can respect that, dude. I can respect that. I absolutely respect it. And that's another thing, guys. On here, everybody is entitled to their opinion, whether you like it or not, doesn't matter. We're all here to have a good time. Speak your mind, speak what you like, speak what you want to talk about. Because we're here to hang out and have fun. It would just be like if we were sitting down together. in a room or maybe outside, by a fire or something and having a drink together, even at a bar, sitting at a bar together. This is how I want the show to run. I want it to feel like we're sitting next to each other and we're bullshitting. I mean, we're having a great time. And I can't, reiterate and express that enough because there's, a lot of people need that good time. A lot of people need to hear good vibes. People want to have, their day was total shit. Their day was stressed out so bad that they can't deal with a whole lot of things. And that's another reason because I mean, I have a lot of stress in my job. And one of the things that this channel and my show does for me is it lets all that kind of stress out. I mean, it helps. It helps. I mean, I have fun talking to everybody and seeing what they're up to, what they want to talk about, what their likes, what their dislikes are, especially the Star Wars stuff, Star Wars movies, Marvel Comics movies, DC's. If you like DC, cool, man. Bring it all on. Bring it all on, guys. I mean, give me the feedback. And if you guys if there's specific topics that y'all want to talk about on the show, tell me. Tell me what you guys want to talk about, and we will talk about it on the show because that is um, that's important to me. What you guys want to talk about, what makes you guys happy to talk about, what that that is important to me on this show right here. And I know there's a lot of shows out there and and stuff where people, they're like, hey, they're doing this and that, and it's cool, and they're talking about stuff that's important to them, and they're talking about stuff that's important to other people. Especially a lot of this. I mean, I see a lot of those hosts that talk about Star Wars and stuff like that, and their passion is great. I love their passion about the Star Wars stuff too, because I mean, I'm pretty passionate about myself, but my passion lies with people and talking about what they want to talk about. That's and of course, within the show stuff, within the parameters of, we're talking about sabers and stuff like that. Everything is going to pertain to it, right? And yeah, since EC, everybody's the same, and watch the YouTube video Easter egg reel before I try to see mission accomplished. Window. Hey, thanks, Titan buddy. Thanks, dude. And Felicia, hence I'm avoiding spoilers for Guardians of the Galaxy. Gonna watch it on Mother's Day. Oh, awesome, man. Awesome. Um, yeah, I want to watch it too, but unfortunately, I probably have to wait to watch it till it comes on TV and stuff because, budget's a little tight right now. So, okay, so let's get into right here. We're gonna let me see, fight for survival on a frozen world. Being in the most unlikely of places, Albatross Junction, the sun has been extinguished and the landscape is a dark and icy tundra. The planet drifts off orbit and humanity is in the brink of extinction. Only the genetic material collected on a long ago voyage, the distant planet Vanhinga, has the potential to change our destiny. When sunlight and heat become myth, what legends must rise up to defeat fate? Dude, see that? I mean, that I love how the way they write these, man. And Anthony and Kevin, they did such a great job of writing these cards too. I mean, it couldn't have been easy for them just to write that kind of stuff. And of course, Kevin did a lot of research on certain things as well. So, you know, uh, everything that you're hearing and stuff like that, some of it has to do with research and genetics and so forth like that too. So they did an awesome. Anthony and Kev did such an awesome job on really, doing their homework on some of this stuff and technology research and so forth. And so, okay, so here we go, guys. This is the Divic. That is the Divic right there. And I will tell you who and Alba is up there, the mother of this creature right here. So let's see. Alba, one successful humanoid alien grown on Earth. Alba is the product of the scientific machinations of Escher, the most competent biomachinist employed by Donovan Cordova, right? And then the Dybbuk, fashioned from the genetic material brought back from Anhinga, the Dybbuk is just one of many names people have given this alien creature. And so again, we see the Dybbuk. And I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my gosh. So let's get him in this corner right here, and so you can see a little bit better. There we go. That's a little bit better. Trying to get that shine off. Like I said, these things are solid, man. These things are solid. So I suggest, whenever you get your cards, go and go to your local comic book shop and grab you some of these cards. Like I said, they're about 12 something for 24, but they will protect your cards. Easy, easy. And when you get your cards, and Cindy, this pertains to you, bro, because when you get your cards, if you order cards, they come in a really thin plastic uh, film over them already, but that little plastic film that's on them, you don't have to take the card out of it to put it in here. You just slip it in here with that other little piece of film. So I don't know if you're going to be able to, yeah, see right here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's that little line right up here. That's the little pouch that it comes in first. So you can throw the little card with the pouch already in this hard plastic, and you got double protection for it. So um, that way you keep them all nice and straight and everything like that. Because yeah, later on, guys, I think these are going to be, really well worth it. So, last and final card right here, guys, and then we'll switch on to other subjects and so forth today. So tonight, man, wow, already 48 minutes into it. Wow, my gosh, it only feels like 5 minutes. My goodness, my goodness. And Felicia, I really hope you have a good Mother's Day, girl, because that's. I hope every mother has it, and for everybody out there, and hope everybody's mom, you know, uh, sisters who has mom, who are moms and everything like that. I want to wish everybody's, ladies, happy Mother's Day if they are mothers, right now, because when Mundo Mondays may not be on Mother's Day and so forth. So, Rudy says he got the trigger fixed. Yeah! Everybody clap! Woo! You know what? I think R2. What? Yes. Yes. Yeah, he's ready to cook. Yeah. What? No, I can't tell him that. No. You don't even eat. Come on. Really? Okay. All right. All right. Rudy. Rudy, man. R2 says he wants some ribs, man. He says give him an oil bath with ribs. So he's like, I can't wait. Smoked oil, smoked rib oil. He says he'll enjoy it. He'll enjoy it. No. All right. So final card, guys. Final card. Dino ribs. There you go, bro. Dino ribs. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. We got in Albatross Junction with such low population now on the planet. It is believed less than 1 million people, and there is no mass manufacturing. Anyone with vehicles kept it for a very long time, found it or stole it. So this is what's called a fusion cycle, right? So everybody sees right there, the fusion cycle. Can you mail me some ribs? Yep, right, Cindy? No, man, you know, I'm gonna have to cook up some ribs, man, too. because Rudy's got a bigger trigger than I do, but triggers are freaking awesome, Cincy. So if you like barbecuing, man, get your trigger. They're pretty badass. Yeah. So the fusion cycle is powered by a long lost fusion technology, and every single fusion ground or air cycle must be carefully maintained to keep operating in the harsh, cold environment. So carefully maintained. So I wonder, I mean, just one screw up, and I bet that cycle just freezes like a human. Psst, boom. You can't even you can't even use it anymore. So probably you don't put any certain liquid, antifreeze. Probably more or less. I mean, the heart of it's probably the antifreeze, right? So in the antifreeze, and it keep that cycle, the fusion and antifreeze together. Shit, you got a nuclear cycle right there, guys. But I bet it'll be fun to ride that, and especially in the snow. You might be freezing your ass off, but at the same time, it'd be fun as hell, right, guys? All right, so let's switch gears here, and we're gonna go back to we're gonna rock it back to Sabers for a little bit, and how many of you let's you know what I changed my mind. Let's go ahead and let's talk a little bit on May the 4th. Did you guys were y'all watching Star Wars on May the 4th? I know a lot of people weren't. Of course, I did and stuff like that. But when I got home, I sure as hell watched. I watched two. I see. What did I watch? I watched Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi. No, I watched three, and I watched the Rise of Skywalker. So I watched three movies that night. How many of the Star Wars movies did you guys catch on May the 4th or even the 5th? I mean, it doesn't matter. Probably May the 5th was more like when everybody could kick back and watch more of the freaking movies, right? Because you could relax a little bit more, get home, kick off your shoes, and get busy, grab your saber, and watch Star Wars, right? Yeah, I know I did, and I probably that's what happened, man. I probably ended up playing around with it too much. I binged Vision season two. Oh, it was good. Cincy? Yeah, dude, let's get into Visions 2. I did. I watched the hell out of that too. And you know what? I think season 2 was a hell of a lot better than season 1. Season 1 had two, maybe three good episodes. I mean, depending, but season 2 was had more great episodes than less great episodes. You know what I mean? And especially the first one. The first one was just off the chain. I really enjoyed the first episode. How about you, Felicia or Titan? Did you guys watch Visions too? Did you guys enjoy that first episode? I know. It was a little off. I really thought that. Yeah, right. The first episode was dope. I really enjoyed it for the simple fact that at first you didn't even think it was going to be that good because you have a girl with a cybernetic arm that's painting and she's stepping into this world and you don't know what's going to happen. But then when you see that Sith come out, it's like, oh shit. And then she goes, I am not a Sith anymore. Oh shit. Oh man. That and the fight was good. The fight was pretty damn good. And the ending was pretty dope. I really enjoyed that first uh I enjoyed that first. Not yet. Titan, you mean you gotta catch up on it? Ah, dude. Oh my goodness. Catch up on it, bro. Catch up on it, man. You're gonna enjoy it, dude. You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it, dude. It is super dope. And like I said, I think there was more episodes more enjoyable episodes um this season than the first season. I, Titan, did you watch the first season already? You just haven't watched the second season, right? And I know that I believe the for I think it was the fourth or fifth episode in season two that was pretty dope too. Um, yeah, but I know for sure there was three really good episodes, like extremely well done, extremely well done. So I like I said, I think season two is yeah, really a lot better than season one. And that, my friends, I have spoken. Titan, I work too much. Titan, me too, man. That's why I do these shows a little too late, man. I work so much, and but I came home early today. I was just like, I could not work. I could not work till 8 o'clock tonight. I was just like too done with it, man. I'm not like, no, I gotta come home. Since it was that one with the two statues, um, I uh, I don't think so, but I'm not too sure. I think the one, well, seriously, the one that I'm talking about is where um, she's not the youngling, but she's like she's having problems, seeing her visions, and she sees her. I guess I don't know if her, the other guy who is being he's kind of almost being manipulated to be trained as a Sith, or the Sith tells him, hey, you know, look me up, right? But yeah, that's as much as I think that one is the fourth or fifth episode where the two are fighting him. But you'll see. Titan, you'll see, man. You're gonna love it, dude. You're gonna love it, season two. If you haven't seen it. Felicia's all honestly, I'm in between Dragon Prince and Scooby Doo on Netflix. Felicia, I grew up watching Scooby Doo too. Man, that was my favorite. I mean, and this is funny because every chance that I get, I love the old Scooby Doo song. I mean, I don't know what it is about the song, but it just something that takes me back to my childhood when I hear the old Scooby Doo song. And it's like, yeah, love Scooby Doo, man. Scooby Doo. All right, Raggy. Oh man, I hope I don't get get flagged for that. But I think I do a pretty good Scooby Doo. Yeah. So since yeah, that's the one. That's the one was good too. Yeah, yeah, that one was pretty dope, dude. Like I said, there was quite a few good episodes in season two. So Titan, now you got yeah, see first season. Okay, so Titan, you got homework, bro. You got homework. Go check out season two, man. You're gonna like it, man. You're gonna like it. I think there were several episodes that were really done well, and the action sequences are great. The storyline is pretty good. The actors are pretty well on point as far as, I think there was one episode that was kind of like, kind of iffy, but nonetheless, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad, man. I like I said, all of them I thought were pretty, pretty good. But there's just like I think three or four out of all of those that were pretty awesome. So yeah, I think Disney did pretty well on this season on that, and so bravo to the writers, bravo to the creator, and um, you know, I'm probably gonna go watch it again after I get done here. I'll probably put it on in here in the garage and watch it right up there. So yeah, while I'm working on the Sabers. So I can't believe, I couldn't believe how good though that this season was compared to the first one, and I'm really enjoying that. And I hope that Visions comes out with at least several more seasons because it'd be interesting to see what they come up with. And I do want I am actually hoping that Disney will come out and have kind of like a series where we get to see Padawans, or even, we get to see these masters training Padawans before Order 66 and stuff like that. I would like to see a series like that. I don't know who they would get to play these characters and how many children they could actually get, but I want to see a series that comes out of the Jedi trials, the Jedi, what the Jedi were training the younglings, what they were teaching in the training halls and so forth. I would love to see a series of a caliber like that. Yeah, right, Felicia? I think that would be freaking awesome to see something like that. But I don't know if they would actually ever do it. And but I think that would be a freaking badass series to show what the younglings all the way up to becoming a knight was like. Um, I think it would be kind of like, you know, um, kind of like the Vampire Diaries meets, you know, Star Wars, so to speak. You know what I mean? But without the vampires. But we got to see what these vampires, went through before they, who they were before they became vampires and what they did afterwards, right? So that kind of drama within the Jedi Temple, that's what I would like to see. And in terms of, and I don't know if anybody would pitch it to him or not. I mean, that would be, I mean, shoot, maybe I should, maybe, email Disney and see what, pitch it to them and see what they would say if they would be doing something like that. They sure as hell got enough money to do it. Why wouldn't they? And of course, I hope Dave Filoni and would do it. Favreau and Filoni, man, they're the ones that should go after it. And I think it would be very successful series. I think it would. I think we would have probably maybe 9 to 10 seasons of it because, you know, first 2 seasons you probably see like, maybe 3 or 4 younglings, and then season 2 and season 3 they become, older and they start growing, and we see them start doing more and more stuff through the trials, and then as the seasons progress, so do the younglings become older and more of Jedi Knight type styles, and we also get to see butt buttloads of saber porn, right? Buttloads of saber porn. Um, we would also see. I don't know if maybe they would get Master Yoda in there. Maybe they get a Windu in there. Maybe or they get a younger Windu, right? While he was you know young enough before we see the Star Wars movies, but while he's training some Padawans and stuff like that. So we get this type of show where we would also see, um, maybe a glimpse of maybe get a glimpse of Obi-Wan in between, where he visits the younglings and just really quick, or we get Qui-Gon where he visits, these younglings to teach him a little something like really quick. Um, and all of this is going on before, Order 66 comes around, and or even the Battle of Yavin and all that so forth, right? Um, and then of course we know that, uh, or we could also have it where Hayden Christensen, before he became Vader, was teaching younglings and so forth. And that's why maybe when you see, later in the movie where he becomes Tyrion and he's, killing these younglings, that he actually felt for these younglings when he became that Sith. So, uh, Titan says maybe they could do an adventures with Leia and series showing her growing up through the teenagers. Yeah, see, Titan, that's another thing. There is a lot of material that Disney could do with the Star Wars world, and it doesn't have to pertain to Luke and all the time. It can pertain to all the different masters and all the different uh, younglings. We don't even know half the younglings that were being trained. So that's another thing that they could show who the younglings were before Order 66 came around. And that would be like super interesting, right? Mikey! What's up, Mikey? Thank you for stopping by, dude. And so to me, like, there is so many angles of the Star Wars world that Disney could provide us with great stories. And again, of course, like Felicia and y'all were saying about the writers, but I know it's so hard for the writers to come up with stories and so forth like that, but there is so much material that they could pull from all of these comic books, and then and it would definitely be great stories, great stories. No, no, dude, no worry, man. No worries, bro. No worries. You did not misspell it, so you're good, man. And even if you did, dude, no worries, dude. No worries. So many layers and options. Yeah, Felicia, layers and options. I think we are missing out on a lot of great stories that could go in between the movies that Disney actually kind of refuses to put out. And I think that would kind of help them in terms of putting certain things. I know they want to connect things and so forth, but if they connect things, and but doing some of these shows like this could actually also connect a lot of things that we do not have access to a lot of what has gone on in between the movies, right? And of course, in between the movies, it's years or months and so forth, and the time that we see certain things. And but in between all of that, like you said, Felicia, the layers and options, the layers would fill in some of those gaps and would make certain things like, now that's why. And again, my point going back to where Anakin, before killing the younglings, destroying the younglings, and you see the tear coming down his eye, right? Like he's feeling bad about doing this. Um, and so that would be like one of the shows in the series where he is actually training some of these younglings that he's gotten pretty fond of, and it kills him to have to kill these younglings because when he becomes that Sith. So that would be the angle and the layer right there, right, guys? So many different stories that would really, and forgive me, I am rambling and I am repeating myself, and I forgive me, guys. It's just something I do sometimes constantly at work, so it's kind of hard to turn it off sometimes. No excuses, Mundo. No excuses. Stop it. Stop repeating yourself. Damn it. R2's going to get mad. R2's going to scream at you. Okay, so Mikey, what are you working on? Are you working on any sabers, dude? Are you reading AJ? What's going on in your world, man? What's making you happy at the moment, dude? And again, thank you for stopping by. I mean, you make me happy, but that I want to make sure that everybody's happy here on the show, dude, because that's what it's all about. What I was telling everybody around here, that my show is, give me some feedback. Tell me what's going on in your life, what's making you happy, what's making you smile, what have you watched, what have you seen, what you're working on. Hey, Bring it on. Let's get these conversations going, man, and let's have a good time. Let's kick it back and let's laugh. I want to laugh. I want to make sure because I love to have conversations where I'm laughing so hard I am crying, dude. Because that is the best time in the world for me and everybody. Probably everybody that's on here right now. That is probably what everybody looks for is where you're having such a good time and you're laughing so hard that you're crying. Because I've had several times where I've laughed so hard that I cried. And it's all good, man. We're all here for a very short time. Live it up. Live, love, laugh. Right? Live, love, laugh. That's what it's all about, guys. I've been searching on Amazon for a soldering station, do saber repairs. Really? Um, Cindy. Oh man. You know what? The one that I have, I'm gonna show you. And I absolutely love the shit out of it, dude. And it's a really good. Oh man, I hope I can get you to see this right here. I'm gonna see if I can pull it around so you can see it. This right here, this is what I'm. Oh man, let me see. This is my soldering station right here. It's got a hot iron, and you can do uh, everything. You can do everything with it, man. And it is a super good. I think it's about 75 bucks. I think it 75, 80 somewhere in there. Not too bad, man. Not too bad. Um, and it's got, the little hookups back here. It's got the power deal. And it's got also the little, man, sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. Like I said, I get a little, and it's got the little clip that you can, it's got the little clip that you can put to the metal so that you won't get any of that um, static electrical stuff. And it is good, dude. I love the shit out of this thing, man. And I keep it on constantly. It is the UIHUA 8786D 2-in-1 iron and hot air station, man. So, so if you're searching for a soldering station, dude, you will not be disappointed with this little thing, dude. This thing is a beast, man. A beast. I've had this thing for maybe a couple of years now, and it is I love the shit out of it because the one that I had, the power, what's the power of wattage? Oh gosh, you had to ask me that, right? Because um it's more than enough, dude. It is more than enough. This thing can go all the way up to 900 degrees, dude. But I've got it at 630 and it just makes quick work of things. Um, it's got it's more than enough, man. More than enough, I tell you that. Um, I've left this and the cool thing about this is that when you use the hot air gun and let me see here. I know that it's got some okay, so they send you some some extra um soldering iron tips, right? They send you the extra iron tips, and they also send you um let me see here. Yeah, they also send you some of these for the hot air exhaust. They send you these, right? So, and you've got all the different kind of dimensions that you can with these different tips. So whether it be the fine point, whether it be the flat point, and just all kinds of different points. So you can't go wrong with this little thing, man. Um, like I said, this thing's a beast, dude. It is a beast. It is easy to put together. I don't use the sponge that comes with it. So what I did was I went to Altex and got the sponges and stuff like that, and got myself one of these little bad boys right here. I think I got this on Amazon, but these I went and got from Altex, and so these little things here is a beast, man. They work good, dude. So yeah, that's how I clean my tip on my soldering iron, dude. And so uh, what I like about the hot iron, the air hot air station, is that once you put it back on the thing, it starts the heat starts getting dwindling down, so the fan will turn off by itself, right? And you have the option to keep that hot air fan off. Uh, you have it off while you're doing the iron, or you can have them both on, right? Or you can turn off your iron and only have the hot air wand and do that. So it is it is a great little guide that and you can go and the air you can actually turn it all the way up, you can turn it halfway, you can go all the way down. It's got a max, it's got a minimum, and it's got your indicators of cooling and heat and so forth, and you got your buttons that you can set your temperatures to and so forth like that. This thing is phenomenal, man, and it's very affordable. I thought when I was looking for my soldering stations, I kept seeing all of these for like 100 and something and this and that. Like when I saw this on Amazon, I believe that's where I got it from, dude. Amazon. Um, it's like freaking awesome because the last soldering iron that I had was the one from Ryobi, right? And I had bought it and I used it a couple of months, and a couple of months later, the damn heating element went out. And I haven't ordered another heating element since, and I really needed. Check! What up, Check? Happy Mundo Monday, bro! Thanks for stopping by, man. I was kind of talking about my ironing station, dude, that Titan was interested in. He was looking for, an ironing station, and so I showed him the one that I had, and I really enjoyed it. It's the YIL UA, I guess but it's a pretty good little station, and I showed everybody, man, and it's like it's got a hot air station, um, so the hot air one like this. And right now, I've got it on the really uh, small exhaust port because it really does really well with the small shrink tubing and so forth. So, like I said, so when the fan is going and blowing, and then once you put it back on its holster, it starts going back down. So the heat dissipates, and then eventually it shuts off by itself until you pick it up off the holster again. So it's really cool, Titan. Um, so if you want to check it out, it's totally up to you, man. I'm not telling you, hey, go grab it, but that's your choice to make. I'm just telling you what I got and what I really like. And yeah, so these two little setups like this, and you got that little tray. So if you want, you can actually put your little, like sometimes what I'll do is I'll put my little screws up in that little tray right there sometimes. Of course, I've got this big ass table right here, so and my mat and so forth. So really, if I need to keep certain um, screws apart or certain like wires apart that I don't want anywhere near something because I don't want to kind of grab the wire that I'm not going to use or so forth. I'll put it right up there just to remind myself that hey, I don't need that one right now and so forth. So I got things all over the place. you know, good point. I should get one with a hot air station. Yeah, dude, it makes it much easier, Titan. If you have the two in one. Now, one of the things that I do want to work on getting is actually the uh what is it I guess the electronic station where where you set your oh man, I'm having a brain fart right now. My brain's going 100 miles an hour, like I said. Usually happens when my brain starts going 100 miles an hour, and my mouth can't keep up with my brain. Um, so the little power boxes, right, that you see where you can plug in and so forth, and turn your voltage and voltage boxes and so forth. So I want to get one of those, and that way um, I can utilize that along with this because this they have one of these, that actually has like a three-in-one, which is the voltage and voltage meters and stuff like that, along with the hot air station the and the soldering iron. That one, I think that one was kind of like about 130, or something like that. I don't know what your budget is, but if your budget is like mine, fairly low, this is a great buy because for $80 you get that two-in-one with all of those tips and all of those air, you know, exhaust ports of different sizes. Let's say you need to shrink, a lot of stuff or so forth. Like when you're doing the blades, right, and you're shrinking the shrink tube on the blades, you need that big wide, exhaust port so that you can get maximum range with the hot air so that you can get a fairly fast airflow to the shrink tubing on your LEDs, right? So it's great for that. It's really great for that. And like I said, I've really enjoyed it. And uh, what it ends up doing also, Titan, another good feature that I love is that if you are not messing with it too long, the uh, the temperature in the iron goes down. So let's say you were ironing, soldering your board, right? You're soldering your board, and you went ahead and you went inside, you went to the bathroom, get a drink, and so forth. So it takes you what, roughly 30 minutes or so to come back to what you were doing. Well, instead of it staying at, like, let's say you set your temperature at 630, it brings that temperature all the way down, where it's not hot, and you come back and you start cleaning your soldering iron, and and immediately it'll start shooting back up on the temperature immediately. So yeah, so that way it doesn't stay hot all the time completely, right? It'll get, like I said, I have mine set at 630, and it is the sweet spot for me at 630. And so, like, if I go inside and I go eat and then I come back to it, instead of it being at 630, it's probably all the way down to like 30 or 40 degrees or something like that. So it's cool, right? And then I pick it up and I start cleaning it you know, cleaning the tip, and immediately it'll start kicking all the way up back to 630. So it's a great feature that it has. Um, and it doesn't take up that much room, man. So if you have a small area to work in, it is so great because it's so compact. It's so small. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and show you just how big the whole thing is. I mean, I'm holding it with two hands, right? And I mean, that's it, man. I mean, it's that simple. That's how big it is, dude. Um, and it ain't heavy at all. Very compact. It fits right on the corner of my little table, dude. I have it right on the corner, and it's unbelievable. But again, everybody has their preference. Everybody has their choice. So I'm just offering this little, choice right here, that I think is a good buy. Um, you know, some people agree, some people won't agree. I mean, like I said, everybody has a preference, and more power to them. Everybody's you got to respect everybody's differences. So uh, whether they have, Wellington, or whatever they use in their kind of irons and so forth, it's all good, man. It's all good. We all make it with sabers, right? Sabers. So I don't know if you see my little chopsticks right here, right? My bowl with the chopsticks and stuff for grill good. Wife got me that, for Christmas. So, and so Mother's Day is coming up. I got to figure out. I got her an early gift of tulips, right? I got her an early gift of tulips for Mother's Day, but she's still gonna get something else. Cheers to that, guys. Right? Cheers to that. Oh my gosh. 1 hour and 25 minutes almost. Jeez. Wow. A new world record for me. A new world record. Rumbling and rumbling. No, but I appreciate everybody coming, man. I absolutely have fun with you guys being here and talking about stuff that we love, right? That's, I mean, and again, you know, Chet and everybody here, again, I have to go back and I have to thank Anthony and Kevin because, and I can't thank them enough because there'd be no Mundo Monday without them. And so, got to keep saying it, right, guys? I mean, who Anthony and Kevin are characters, and we'll soon. Hopefully, they'll get on back soon, and we can have some more laughs, all three of us together, and talk about some good stuff, coming, going, whatever have you will. Just a plain old bullshit, time. But hey, it's all great, man, because having the conversations. How many of you do you? Okay, Chet Titan. Do you guys go? Are any of you hunters or any of you fishermen? Are you enjoy the outdoors type stuff? How many of you guys enjoy outdoor stuff? Uh, I love it all. I grew up on ranching and so forth. So I love hunting, fishing, all that good stuff. I wonder what you guys, what do you guys like to do if you are outdoorsmen or you are you? I know most of us here are probably gamers as well, right? Titan, Chet, Felicia. I mean, everybody around here. Mikey. I mean, how about you guys? Are y'all gamers? I mean, uh, I'm like I'm struggling right now because I'm trying to get my PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 2 fixed because I am dying without my games right now as well. I'm in serious need of Mortal Kombat therapy. I need Mortal Kombat therapy. It has begun. Jeez, what's the world coming to these days, right? Chet, not an outdoors guy myself. Introvert, laugh out loud. Hey, no, dude, you know what? Nothing wrong with that, man. I know a lot of introverts, bro. A lot, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Same here, Chet. Laugh out loud. Nothing wrong with that, guys. Nothing wrong with that. And and as much as you guys may see, a lot of people like, oh, what I mean, I don't interact with a whole lot of people, but you know what? That's cool, dude, because it doesn't matter. And doing this right here, this is good, This is awesome because it's how you guys have a good time, right? So it's cool, man. It's cool, dude. No worries, bro. No worries. You gotta be who you are. And if you're not who you are, and if people don't like you for who you are, the hell with them. You don't need them because either one, they're not good friends, or two, you just don't need them in your life. Stick with people that love you for who you are. And that, my friends, I have spoken. I love that saying, man. I love that saying. They did good on that. Mandalorian. That's a pretty good saying. And I bet you they'd be making bukus of money every time somebody says that shit, right? So, man, yeah, yeah. So, any plans you guys have plans for the weekend on um, working on new stuff? Cincy, dude, man, some of your chassis are freaking out of this world, man. Chad, I need to see. I need to see some of your stuff. I haven't looked at it, and I need to, and I'm so bad about that because I've got so much going on that I try to catch up and look at people's stuff, and man, it's just the time goes by so freaking fast. It's unbelievable. And but I need to check out some stuff, and I will, and um you're welcome, Cindy, dude, man. I hope one of these days I can be getting like that, I mean, and you know what? If I don't ever get to that point, it's okay because I got people like you guys to do that, and I do not mind going through great artists such as yourselves that print like that and do stuff like that. You know what I mean? I'll probably be working on the 2.0 this weekend. Oh, cool, man. Yeah, that'd be great to see. I can't wait to see it, dude. It'd be awesome, man. Awesome. So, um, and for the artistic side of things, when you're printing, Cindy, when after printing and stuff, and you take all the excess off and everything like that, does it take a while for like to sand it down and get it to the point where you're ready to paint it and so forth? Um, how long does that usually take? Like how long does the sanding take to get to that point where it's ready to paint? Or do you just paint, sand it just a little bit and then you're ready to paint it? Or how does that kind of work? Because I'm a little curious on how, because I've seen some great things. And um, have you all looked at Rich's stuff? Like Rich's new chassis that he made that looks gold, and it's all 3D printed, but man, it looks like, yeah, like it was great. It looks great, dude. Let's see. It depends on how good my measurements were. Laugh out loud. Nice. And the 2.0 scrap flexes are special. Yeah, they are, Chad. I'm really digging a lot of these scrap flexes that are coming out, dude. It's just, it's great to see the differences, and it's great to see that, you know, each one of them has something special to them, you know? It's really cool, man. I'm so enthralled in all with all of these scrap flexes that are coming out. Could be 10 minutes of sanding, could be an hour. Wow. So one of the most important, oh, my doggies are going nuts out there inside the house. I apologize, guys. So that's a common factor, right? In 3D printing is it's a must of sanding. Well, once you get it out of the 3D printer, of sanding it and getting it to where you're able uh to get it painted and so forth, right? I wanted to do one for a while. Chet finally took the plunge. Yeah. Oh my God, my doggies are crying probably for me. So I'm gonna give this another couple of minutes, guys, and then we'll call it, an evening, because my goodness, I gotta go settle them down. That's why I do my stuff in the garage, because you guys would never hear the end of it, me being inside and talking, because they would just go crazy. Um, but I really respect you guys them doing that, because I have such crazy, like, I want to create one, but I don't even know where to start, and I wouldn't even, and it'd be a while before I can get a 3D printer myself and try to do it. But I don't know if I would be able to. I mean, it probably would take me a long time to get used to doing it, to doing like all the measurements and so forth. I mean, but like I said, I'd have to learn like one little piece at a time of measurement and take it in, take it a little bit at a time to learn it, because it takes me such a long time to learn things. So, all right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and give it a night up right now. I'm gonna call her, call it, and I hope you guys have had a good time with me. And if you guys, who's gonna be watching this later on, um, if you like the content, cool, man, give it a like. If you don't, hey, it's all right, man. It's all good, respect the differences, bro. And ladies and gentlemen. And also, if you can, if you're interested, go to Anthony and Kevin's pages on YouTube channels. Anthony Lagapa or Space Windu, give him a like and give him, a thumbs up. Tell him Mundo sent you. Peace out, Rudy. Tell him Mundo sent you, right? Give him like and subscribe, guys. You can also see Anthony at Space Windu channel. for civil and also for civilized sabers. He's got the brightest blades on the planet, guys. Like and subscribe to those channels there for him, and then Kevin Scott Cosme, Albatross Junction, and then his channel, Kevin Scott Cosme, on Instagram. For me, Mundo Cabrera at uh, 7007 is my channel. So here on YouTube. Of course, I'm also on Instagram, Mundo Cabrera Ed Mundo Cabrera the third, and also on Facebook, the same. So if you guys, like I said, if you guys have a good time, bring some more people with you guys. If you want, come on, hang out on Mundo Madness Mondays. And I hope you guys have a great night, guys. Love you guys. Have a good night. Mundo, let's see if Mundo will play more, more of Mundo Madness Monday. Peace out, guys.
Here we
Later.
are. We pour whiskey.